The following presentation is part of the Beyond the Blast Doors network.
Hello. Welcome to, what is this, Force Connect? Yeah, that's what we're doing. We are on Force Connect. How's everybody doing tonight? Excellent, right?
Welcome to, where the are we?
I'm sitting here.
Where are we?
I don't know if you guys have seen the video of my little studio set up here, but I've got like multiple monitors now, and I feel like I'm flying some sort of giant airplane, and then suddenly sound is coming from different places. So I was a little bit confused, but I'm glad that when it all settled, I was with Josh and Rayven. It was so nice. I felt so at ease. I felt so good. Rayven, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm all hyped up from the intro music. I'm ready to go.
Awesome.
I know that music gets my juices flowing every time, man.
Totally.
Yeah, baby.
I could just
Makes me miss live music. Dang it.
Yeah.
Didn't I make you play it again last time?
You did. Yeah.
Sorry, no, one time only. It's so good. It's so good. So good.
Yeah. And I'm not even going to take the hot plug. I'm not going to take that opportunity to plug the song.
Now we need to pull that back. We put it out there.
We're pro now. We're pro.
First hot takes are free, but after that, we get a little preciousness going on now.
Look, if you like it that much, go find it. Right? That's what I say.
Right. That's right. That's right.
That's what makes it cool. So, gosh, what are you up to, man? How was your week? It's been a week since we've spoken on this this beautiful platform. How you been?
You know, the week's been great. We've just been plugging along. I think you and I talked about it a little bit. You know, slow Star Wars news week until like an hour ago. So other than that, not much. Just enjoying some nice weather here in the Northwest, which is weird. So I think we're going to get destroyed in February.
Yeah. And how about you, Rayven? How have you been? Did you recover from joining us last week? You didn't swear off social media or YouTube or anything at that point. You're good.
No, I was good. I swore off social media a little bit just because of everything else that's going on in the world.
Yeah.
But no, I had a great time last Friday, and I'm so happy to be back. Thanks for having me.
We're glad to have you. So should we take a look and see who we have in the chat with us so far? Let's take a look. We got it's going to be a long list. It just keeps getting longer and longer every week. Thank you all so much for joining us every single week. We got Matthew, we got Jackson. Jackson, I thought you were playing Beat Saber, brother. You should be spending time with your family. We got Andy. And you get lectured. Join us to be lectured. That's next week's tweet. Join us and get lectured. Matthew, Galanorian Saber. We got Nick Milky, All Remaining Systems. JD Sleesman, who's been in here since 4:30 this morning, I think. Ender Vigan. I don't know if we know this guy.
Ender Vigan. That's a great name. Where is that?
He's at Mandalorian Republic, apparently.
The two V's make a W, and that is Ender Wigan from Ender's Game. Nice work.
Yes,
love the name.
It is.
No, well, I was giving it the German pronunciation.
Ender Vigan.
Ender Vigan. Yes. So, yeah. So we got a couple topics tonight, and I think it's gonna be fairly open. You made a really great point, Josh, that it has been a very slow news week, but there have been a few disturbances in the Force.
I felt a great disturbance in the Force. Many of the truths we cling to depend greatly on our own point of view.
Well, as you said, Josh, it's like literally, it's funny when we do the Wednesday night show, the Beyond the Blast Doors Live, it never fails. Some rumor drops like an hour before David goes on. And tonight, keeping that tradition going, we saw this tweet come out from Star Wars Underground. It says that the Walt Disney Studios film schedule for 2021 through 2028 has been released. And I'm fairly certain once you get past probably March of this year, it's all up for grabs at that point. But there's some interesting stuff on there that I want to point out, and then we can have a great conversation about it. So 2021 is devoid of Star Wars. Not surprised. We knew that was going to be the case. And but if you look in 2022, you see an interesting one. You see, when is it? July 29th, Untitled Indiana Jones. Is on the slate for Disney. And then 2023, of course, you have Rogue Squadron, which we're waiting for. 2025, you get Untitled Star Wars, and 2027, you get Untitled Star Wars. What do you guys think? What do you think we have to look forward to?
Well, let's talk about 2021 really quick, because it's not completely devoid of Star Wars, right? We have Untitled Disney live action. I mean, where's Mandalorian? Where's that's what I'm saying. Book of Boba Fett.
Well, these are motion pictures, so these are the things
motion.
that are going into the theaters,
so not the live action. Gotcha.
Right,
So no Star Wars. Dang it.
So it won't be no Star Wars. In fact, we got Bad Batch coming. Nobody knows when, but eventually, supposedly.
Yes.
So we know about Rogue Squadron, but it's nice to see that there's 2 Star Wars movies on the horizon. Any thoughts that
keep the graphic up there? So I can keep thinking, because I haven't really studied it. We popped it up. I looked at it. We got ready for there. So I'm not opposed to any of this, especially I like seeing some Marvel stuff on there. Yeah. I like seeing Avatar 2 is going to be awesome. I'm pumped for that. I'm pumped.
Are you really? Really?
I really am. Oh, totally.
Okay, interesting.
I was a huge fan of Avatar when it came out.
Okay.
I've watched it, probably 4 or 5 times since its release. I think it's a smart, it's James Cameron. So I think it's
fun, for sure.
I thought it was a good movie. Look, it's not Star Wars. I know we're on a Star Wars show here, but it's still good entertainment in the vein of, science fiction. And I think I'm ready. I look, how many years has it been?
Yeah. That was one of the conversations I was having with somebody about, like, when Avatar 2 comes out, is anybody going to care? But if it's done by Cameron, and Avatar 1 was such a game changer, it made 3D normal again. Well, it was never normal, but it normalized it, and now it's you can't see a movie without it being in 3D. Yeah. Anything else, Rayven? Anything on the list that catches your attention?
Well, I'm definitely an Indiana Jones fan, so I'm looking forward to that. I love Taika, so I'm excited about Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
But for me, everything starts and stops with Rogue Squadron.
Yeah. Yeah.
Certainly the pride of my patch collection is my Rogue Squadron patch.
Right.
I'm so Patty in that little thing that she did, where she's just walking over. I'm so like, cool. That is all me all day. I don't want to be the guy. I want to be the guy counts on. Put me in the X-Wing. I'm ready to go.
That's a great way to look at it. That's very cool.
Yes.
I guess
I don't want to be for the West Wing fans in the crowd, Nick.
I just have to defend myself really quick. Obviously, the obvious choices are Indiana Jones for me. And Rogue Squadron, for God's sakes. I just saw Avatar 2 and I was like, oh yeah, that's coming. I'm excited for that, I guess, for my kids, for my family, and I thought it was a good movie. But I just have to defend myself. That's not my number one. Sorry.
No shade to Avatar. I love James Cameron. I prefer him when he's doing, Terminating
movies.
Terminating robots.
Oh, sorry.
Let me bring the list back up and take a look. So it's interesting too. I mean, since clearly you are such an Avatar fan, Josh.
You know what? Take it away. Take it away, chat. Avatar for Josh. Avatar first. Join me next week on Thursday night for Forest Connect.
The Navi, right?
Come on.
But you're going to get 5 total Avatar movies over the next 5 years or 7 years, so that's exciting.
Okay, that's too much.
That's insane.
I just wanted number 2. I'm sorry.
Now we've reached the end.
That's insane.
So I definitely want to hear from everybody, and make sure to dial in when you get a chance. We want to definitely talk to you about what you think we're going to see there. What kind of stuff? I mean, because if you think about it, we gotta. I keep popping this up and back and forth. I hope people aren't getting motion sickness. We get in 2023 Star Wars, 2025 Star Wars, 2027 Star Wars. So we got 3 Star Wars movies coming. I don't imagine Rogue Squadron is the start of a trilogy. But in any particular way, but there it is.
It turns out. My only question is, Defoe going to be one of those avatars? I mean, if you can't make Thrawn, make him a blue-faced avatar. I'm good. Let's just keep going.
I think that's good. We can get Blue Defoe one way or the other.
Blue Defoe.
Hashtag Blue Defoe.
All right. We don't have to beat that joke up again.
We can,
oh, but
we're not
do. We do, because it was so good.
Oh, darn it.
All right.
JD asked a good question, but look, this how legit is this? How legit is this? We don't know. We don't know how legit this is, but it does give for good conversation, some speculation. I would say let's give it a 50% chance of being right and move forward. But also let's hope. Let's just hope and fill in the gaps as we want to do it. Look, this is why we're here. You guys get to talk. We can make crap up and then just deny it later. That's all. That's all I would do.
That's exactly right.
It's a goofy ass Star Wars show. We can do whatever we want to do.
I never said that.
But what I love, and this is where people need to be realistic, because you actually get titles in 2021 and 2022. In 2022, you start with a couple of the Untitles, and then 2023, it's like everything is Untitled except Rogue Squadron. And then like 2024, we know we're gonna do a bunch of movies, but the main thing is some Avatar movie, and then a Star Wars movie, and then an Avatar movie. So clearly, I also wonder how much this has to do with the fact that these are the tent poles at the Disney parks.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. They put money there. I think we're, an Avatar series, while I already claimed my love for Avatar and then had to pull it back, it doesn't enthuse me as much as an Indiana Jones, continuation. Now that would have to be done completely correctly. Yeah. I guess that's a question we can ask right now. So before we talk too much, let's get some other opinions in here. We do have somebody in the wings right now, but how do we feel about these shows coming up? Pick one, talk about what you're excited about. If it's Avatar, you and I can go back and forth. If it's not, then, I don't know what I'm going to contribute to this, but other than that, as another joke, I'll also add stuff. But other than that, I was thinking you already said it, Pete. Disney put a bunch of money into their theme park, so here we go. Here we go with Avatar. I don't know how they do it, but here we go.
So, do you want our second topic, or do we want to bring in some of our callers?
Well, yeah, let's go with our second topic so they can have a choice.
All right,
this is
right.
This second topic, it's great. We got this really interesting information about movies and films, and there's a lot of serious stuff that's been going on over the last week or two, right? And so we figured we wanted to address some of it head on, and this one was one of the ones that we were very worried about, and that is, who has the best hair in Star Wars?
Right. And I think this is hard hitting. And that's why I was a little tentative to bring it up, because we had kind of the softer stuff with like the roadmap ahead. But then we hit them with, I don't know. I don't want to go we want to stay positive here. Sure. When we hit them with a hard question like this, you guys can opt out of this.
Yeah. You don't feel like you're on the spot, that you have to, because you're going to take a stand here, and people
plausible deniability is a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Hair is a big deal. So we want to know who has the best hair in Star Wars.
We can start with who has the best hair on Force Connect. We could start there.
Well, that's a bit of a cheat. All right. That's a bit of a cheat.
There it is. There, yeah. Rayven for the win.
There it is. In all its really colorful glory.
But seriously, we do want to throw this out there for those of us who, if you want to have some fun with the conversation. I think let's just. Who do you think? You and I were talking about this before.
I've got a long list. There's the obvious choice if we go with Chewbacca. All right. I mean, if you want to put Chewbacca on the table, fine. Defend that. I won't go there. I'll leave it alone.
Sure.
I just had I had a couple of very specific hairdos that I really appreciated. One, Bespin Leia. Okay. Best hairdo in Star Wars, in my opinion. She's my number one. You turn around that wishbone braid, that just lovely. I mean, we've upgraded from the buns. We got away from down and dirty Hoth. I mean, she looks regal and gorgeous. That's a hairdo I can get behind.
All right.
Take it easy. And then the only thing after that would be, we went through the iterations of Luke's hairdo, the feather, the farm boy feather, I call it. It's just gorgeous. In the wind, two suns going down. It's amazing. And then he goes to a freaking swamp. He looks like a homeless person, just a dirty. So I'm just not a fan of that. And then I don't know. I called it the Friar Tuck in Jedi. I just feel like Luke just progressively got just his hair, so I would say Farm Boy Luke, best hair in Star Wars. Best hair was New Hope for Luke. And Rayven. I guess New Hope, because he looked Friar Tuckish in Mandalorian too. I mean, poor guy.
Yes, I had the same bad haircut for 5 straight years, so I feel
And
bad.
sure, we could talk about old man long-haired Luke, but that's not even a question. Nobody cares.
So, Rayven, let's put the pressure on you to answer this hard-hitting question. Who do you think had the best hair in Star Wars?
Well, first, I do have to make a comment on Josh's picks, because Luke actually had 3 very different hairdos. It was 70s boring, 80s boring, slightly later 80s boring. I just want to make sure we're clear on
in my opinion. 70s amazing.
I'm not saying the 70s weren't amazing. I'm just simply saying that his haircut went from boring version 1 to boring version 2, version 3. I wish I had a gif of his hair blowing in the wind. Up on that mountain. Oh, come on.
I think it's best illustrated when he's he's depressed and sitting with his head down on the Jarek table, and he's all upset about losing Ben. I mean, he's got that 70s thing happening there. So, Rayven, but who's your pick? Josh took the easy way, as he does, and went with 3 different ones. Give me one great haircut from Star Wars, or hairstyle, or.
Well, I have my favorite, but that's not a great one, or an interesting one, or even an unusual one. So I won't. I happen to like Leia's Hoth / Endor wraparound, makes sense, utilitarian kind of thing. But best hair, hands down, Padme. Well, you could pretty much give it to her at any point, but without question, it's got to be Padme, and it's got to be Padme out in the flowers with the whole full on, semi-Grecian goddess kind of thing going on. And, the dialogue notwithstanding, she was fantastic.
She was great. Yeah,
they're great on mute in that scene, as long as, the dialogue is just
hard-hitting hair. All right, Pete, your turn, buddy.
That's my hard-hitting hair analysis.
I like Padme. Padme's a good run. I just feel like she's just a little bit of a, copying Leia, even though Leia's her kid. Whatever. Go on.
All right, my favorite hair in all of Star Wars is Anakin in Revenge of the Sith. Like, he had that was some badass 80s rocker hair, and
I knew you'd go with the metal hair.
Yeah,
I wanted the metal hair.
I wanted that metal hair when I was young.
Sweat. He's just hit a hard riff. He's sweating. Yeah, I think going across the stage. So that's
I'm always going to be voting for the metal hair too. That's always going to be the way to go for me.
The metal hair, right? So
and my goal is to be Tawny Katane, so I'm all for the metal hair.
Here we go again.
All right,
we can't take them. Old one for the old schools.
We can't take all the answers for all the questions. So
that's right. Let them in.
It's time to bring in our first caller. I think that's Luke.
It's Luke.
Off podcast.
Hello, everyone. How you doing?
Hey,
how are you? What's going on?
Hello, everyone. It's very late here in the UK.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's what time is it?
Yeah, it is.
It's late, right?
2:20 in the morning.
It's Luke tired as hell podcast is what it is.
Yeah, thank you for your question, Josh. Today, thank you for your question.
Whoops.
What am I had it in my head then, I forgot. So shows I'm looking forward to is Ahsoka. I think I'm more interested in seeing how her story continues, and more into the Jedi, and the more into the mythos and her point of view of the Jedi, seeing if she regrets any of the Jedi's actions from when she was put on trial, and if we mention that, I just think there's a lot of potential to see where we'll go with her as a character.
Okay, so Ahsoka for you, that's a great take. What else? Anything else? I mean, that's your number one. How about one of the features on there? Do you think Avatar is something you're really excited about? Or
I'm excited for Avatar. Someone in the chat mentioned the over Avatar, which I think it's understandable because it's been so long. Like pop culture in the last 10 years has exploded. So Avatar is not the mainstay anymore. But I think it's a shame that people are over it. But it's understandable. I am excited, and if you get some movies out in a good sequence, then we'll see. Hopefully, the fan base come back and get reminded why we love those blue
You're Luke. Luke, you're a hell of a nice. That was nice. You're like nobody. You basically said in the nicest way possible. So it's so British too. It's
Very
just like
British, yes.
nobody knows the hell Avatar what it is. But maybe they'll remember.
Yeah, the Navi. That's it. The Navi.
Right. The Navi.
Yep.
Very good. Thank you. I didn't even remember that. So perfect.
So, well, I mean, are they going to bring Zoe Saldana back? Because then I will go see Avatar. I thought she's great.
She's awesome.
That is a good point, but we don't have to talk about Avatar anymore.
Okay.
It's just going to be. I appreciate. And I'm sorry,
I'm
Luke.
trying to talk about something you care about, John.
I know. It doesn't have to. I need to move on. Look, it's my own thing. All right, go on, Luke. Now the big question. Okay, that was fine. You had a pretty good take on Ahsoka, and maybe that'll be fine. But let's talk about hair.
Yeah. Well, mine is going at the moment. So
join the club, buddy.
I haven't got a hat. I need a hat. I need like a really big one of those Russian style hats with the rebels in front.
Maybe you could get an Anakin from Rise of Return of the Return. Forget. Never mind.
Yes. What's in that glass?
I'm going to take myself out for.
I'm just kidding. All right. Pete, Return of the Pete.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh no, it's all out of hand now.
All right.
So hair
podcast. What else? Do you have anything to add from that roadmap? So you're looking for an Ahsoka, maybe live action. We don't know what's coming up there, but anything. What about 2022? Is there anything on that list you're excited about? Pete, put that back up. I don't have it.
Is Indiana Jones coming out then? Is that what Indiana Jones is?
Yeah. I think we're getting Indiana
I'm excited for
Jones.
that. I'm excited for Indiana Jones. Have a look. There's lots of Untitled. It's hard to judge. I mean, Thor. I'm really excited for Thor: Love and Thunder. Really excited for that.
Yeah.
Good 2023, just Untitled.
A lot of Untitles. Yeah.
A lot of Untitles. Well, man, thank you. Do you have anything else? Any other what's your favorite character? What's your favorite character's hair? You didn't answer the question.
He didn't. He just said,
I appreciate your hairdo, but
My favorite character's hair is Alec Guinness's alternating tooth.
There you go. We got an Alec
There
Guinness.
you
We got an Alec Guinness, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'll take that.
You McGregor points out that his hair changes position each day.
It really does. It does kind of have a little mind of its own up there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It moves
Like,
around.
hello, Luke. Hello, Atu.
I believe it was.
Turns to 3PO.
I think Ewan said in the behind the scenes documentary though that Scottish hair is something to work with. So he made it clear to them they were going to have to work.
That's amazing.
And he's not aged at any point. Ewan McGregor is still the same.
That's right.
Yep.
He's been one of those back to tanks.
Also, by the way, call me Ewan. Call me.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's watching.
Well, Harrison Ford watches me now.
Yeah, we know Harrison's watching.
Harrison Ford will just be.
Yeah.
Oh well, Luke.
The Force Ghost. Why am I here?
Oh, maybe we shouldn't have. Well, Luke, Hoth Off Podcast. Thank you so much for joining us, man. As a new caller, long-time listener, first-time caller. I've always wanted to say that, by the way. So thank you so much. Anything else to add before we force push you out of the room?
No problem. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for letting us on.
Oh, I love your accent. I'm going to do this. Let's do it proper. Pinkies up, force push.
Pinkies.
And so long, sucker.
It is nice.
So cool. You never know what you're gonna get.
I love the fact that we're getting calls internationally. Last week we had Shannon. This week we had Luke from Hoth Off the Press.
I mean,
and
thank you so much for staying up so late. Right? I mean, that's just amazing.
I like to believe that he was like, I really want to go to bed, but I gotta catch Force Connect tonight. But
he's like, I gotta set those losers straight, and he did.
We need all the help we can get.
And that accent certainly helps. I mean, it makes it work for.
Oh man. Okay. we need to move on.
Sure, yeah, let's take our next caller. Let's take Michael from All Remaining Systems. His brother does not appear to be here yet.
Galanorian Saber, how you doing, my friend?
Hello, it is me, Galanorian Saber. It's very nice to be here.
That is one thing. Look, thank you for speaking. I couldn't tell you apart until you spoke. That's the only way I can distinguish between the two of you.
Well, when I hide my face behind the pop filter, you can't
we can't see if the beard is there. Yeah,
it's all gone. How you doing, Michael?
I'm doing all right. Currently quarantining, so that's fun. But my test came back negative, so that's fun.
That's good.
Something.
That's great.
But I'm basically just living in my studio right now. I've got a recliner here next to me and a TV set up. So,
wow.
Did you ever just put that helmet on behind you and cry?
I was going to say, can we see that? Could you put that up to your camera? Because I have not seen one yet, and I'm really curious to see.
That's a cardinal.
Because the cardinal.
See, I didn't want to get one, but now I want to get one. Damn it!
I just love Cardinal. I loved the Phasma novel. It's one of my favorites from the canon. So. I was a big fan of the character.
Beautiful.
Obviously.
What did they do with the? Yeah. Oh, it looks great.
I have the Black Series figure. I don't have the helmet. That's awesome.
The helmet's awesome. I love it.
It's substantial too. Let's see the inside. Hold on.
Let's see.
That wasn't a full review. Can you please show me? Oh, it looks black. Can't see anything. Other than that, it's beautiful.
Very nice. Very, very dark. Very
dark.
That's the in-depth analysis you come to the Force Connect for.
That's right.
Gilster makes a good point. How do you feel about the commentary on "It's a Duck"?
Oh, I love that. I think that's hilarious. Go ahead, Mike.
I guess. I like it. I don't know.
I never got the duck from it. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say a number. I don't hate the helmets. I guess it's part of just seeing the old troopers for so long that when they changed them, it was a little jarring. But I think they're actually pretty cool looking. Progressively, if you look at clone troopers, stormtroopers, and then First Order stormtroopers, they got to change,
like a natural evolution.
Yeah, tech's got to change. Look, you're a soldier. You don't need to like your damn helmet. Put it on. Go into battle.
Put it on, right?
Yeah.
Who said you could take your helmet off, soldier? Is that what you said?
Yeah, something like that.
Submit your blaster for inspection.
And by the way, it works terribly against blasters. So fine.
Just like its predecessor. Have some fun.
Unless you're Phasma. She's the only one who bolts just fly right off that thing. Everybody else, you die in one.
Is it Beskar?
I request metal. yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's because she made her armor out of Palpatine's yacht that Brendel Hux crashed. So,
dear God. Dear God. Where's your brother when we need him?
Yeah.
He'd be like, actually, but whatever. All right. You're here, Michael. We have two hard-hitting questions. One is how you feel about the roadmap ahead that was leaked. Could be true, could be not. We don't care. We're going to talk about it. And two, best hairdos, not amongst us, but amongst Star Wars. Go with number one.
Alrighty. Well, for the films that have been announced, I'm looking at the list right now. It makes sense that there's not a lot of Star Wars stuff confirmed because they're focusing on the Disney Plus stuff right now. Right. I think it's the right decision given. I think the Mandalorian's been so successful, and we don't want people to get burned out on the films after having five years in a row.
Mm-hmm. What about Avatar?
Josh, I'm gonna break your heart. I could not care less about any of the Avatar sequels.
We're burning that blue planet now.
I could not name a single character from that movie.
Come on, neither can I, but it was cool. They were blue.
The ride at Disney is pretty cool.
The ride at Disney's awesome. I mean, come on. Yeah, no, it's fine. But go on.
So, what do you think is going to be where do you think they're going to go with those two other films? What's your hope on that?
My hope is that the Rian Johnson trilogy is still on, and there will be the third one in 2029. But I'm still not sure that's going to happen. We'll see. Maybe he'll get a full trilogy. Maybe he'll just get one movie. Maybe he'll get nothing.
Well, now you've covered all the possibilities, Michael. Way
to go on a weird one where he gets like 2 movies and then they cancel it for some weird reason. So now I've covered all the possibilities.
Now, there's no chance of Michael being.
They're not going to do 4 Ryan Johnson movies.
Well, Matt in the chat would disagree with you and say that it's dead. He'd say that Ryan Johnson's trilogy is dead.
I hope not, but it seems more and more likely as time goes on.
Here, you want my opinion? I know you don't probably because I didn't call in, but I think the Ryan Johnson stuff. I think they're putting it off. I think they're holding it off. They're going to let some of the
vitriol die down.
Yeah, let it die down. Because it was a great movie. I mean, it was a very good. Whether you like, no, it doesn't matter. It was a good movie, and I was going to give them an excuse, but there is no outs. Right there, right. The Last Jedi was a good movie. No, I'm not going there. So
that's the lukewarmest take. I mean,
right. And I said it was a good movie. I didn't go all out. But where I'm going though is I think everybody knows he created an excellent story, a very interesting Star Wars tale, but it's still too close to the pain, right? Which much like Disney very obviously separated themselves from prequels for the first couple of years that they owned the property. They did nothing with them. So but anyway, so Michael, what do you think? What's your thoughts on that?
I think you may have a really good point there. Because much like the movies themselves, they're giving them time to kind of cool off before we move back to them.
Yep.
And I think at the very least, regardless of the quality of the film, I don't think anyone can deny that Ryan Johnson's The Last Jedi was the most ambitious of the Disney films.
True.
Can I give you a take?
And I think it's important.
After Rayven. Raven. You didn't let me finish. Can I give you a take after Ravens?
Oh, this is what you're going to say. Got it. Sure.
Got it. Thank you, darling. I just want to say that I think that, again, we have to remember, and I, frequently refer to history, but it's true. Empire wasn't the best Star Wars movie when it came out. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people still don't like it, believe it or not. But for the majority of Star Wars fans, particularly, OT people, quote unquote, that is their favorite movie. It is far and away the best movie, critically the best movie on every single level. It's the best movie. Yep. When it came out, that was not the opinion. And I really think that The Last Jedi falls into that same category. This movie is quality wise so much better than what we're used to, but it's very different. And I think that difference in itself is part of what brings this vitriol and this, he did go outside the box and say, well, let's try this then. Yep. And, whoa. Yep. And I get it, people don't like change, but the fact of the matter is it's a way better movie than it has any right to be. Whether you agree with the story choices and all those other things, because I have problems with The Last Jedi. I have problems with stories, the story in it and everything. But overall, can I look at it and say, is this a way better movie than almost all of them? Yeah, technically. Yeah. It's not my favorite, but it's a far better movie than it has any right to be, being that it's a Star Wars movie. And I'm not saying Star Wars movies aren't good, understand, but there's a difference between Citizen Kane and A New Hope. A New Hope,
Citizen Kane's
way
black and
more
white.
fun to watch, and and everything. Citizen Kane is Citizen Kane. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's, to me, that's the reality that we're living with. We're used to getting A New Hope and Return of the Jedi, and all of a sudden Ryan Johnson vomited a Citizen Kane on us, and we all went, "Whoa, dude! It doesn't have to be this deep." And now that we realize it is, it's just like, because he was going into it as deeply as everybody, the people who write fanfic and who do all of these amazing, all this amazing content that's outside of the movies. That comes from diving in deep like what he did. And I think it just made a lot of people who've never done the deep dive a little uncomfortable, pressure sickness and whatnot.
Here's my take, and it's boring. From a business perspective, I think that Disney will refrain from putting Ryan Johnson in front of a trilogy just because of the lashback that they got. I hate to say that out loud. That's the truth, and I won't comment on my feelings on either anything he did and with The Last Jedi. You said your piece, and I agree with some of it, for sure, Rayven. But I don't think they'll take the risk again. There will be, look, the one thing that any company wants to avoid is too much commentary on what their product is. They don't want too much negative commentary, even if that is complemented by equal and opposing positive commentary. That's too much conflict in the middle. So I think that it will be tough, and I hope I'm wrong. And I don't know what I hope. I mean, Ryan seems to be a creative person, a talented person for sure. And like you said, he made the most radical of the sequels, and it's still causing waves. Even what we have. What happened like a month ago? It was like the anniversary of it, and everyone blew up. But
again,
I mean, but then again, if you want to look, if a smart consultant within the business says, "Hang on a second, Ryan causes conversation and controversy. Let's let him run 3, $1 billion movies combined. Let's do it." As far as a production value, and I don't know. I just think that Disney likes to play it safe, and I don't know that they'll give him that opportunity again, if in fact they should. Even if in fact they should. But let's move on from this. Gosh, that is such a baseline topic when we have the deeper topic of Michael. Tell us about the favorite hairdo from Star Wars.
Damn right.
I mean, there's an obvious choice that no one has answered. It's the Anakin Skywalker bowl cut from Episode 1.
There it is.
Okay, very good.
We've all had it. As a young boy, you've all had it, right? Did you have a bowl cut, Michael?
No, that was a joke. The answer is obviously like Padme or Leia or something like that.
I had a bowl cut.
The Pete Rose.
I didn't.
You did not.
I never had a bowl cut. I had an afro, but not a bowl cut.
It was a big bowl.
So which Padme though? You said Padme. Which one did you?
Yeah, you gotta pick one.
I have to pick one.
Yes.
We don't have to force him into the hair answer, okay?
No, we do have to force him into it.
We're here for the hard-hitting
That's right.
journalism here on
hard-hitting Star Wars journalism. We want to know the answer. We want to know now.
My answer may change in 5 minutes, but off the top of my head, I'll go Geonosian Arena Padme. I don't know why.
I agree, 100%.
Okay.
It's got. You want to know why? Direct tie back to Bespin Leia hairdo. Got to say, just look at it from the back.
Yeah.
Little loopy braids. Little loopy braids. You know what I'm talking about.
Somebody is really, really I mean.
I understand hair.
Just go ahead and hit the button.
Yeah.
See, I know where she was going with that. If you were paying attention, you knew where she was going with that.
Exactly.
Damn funny.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. Like some braids.
I only look sweet and innocent.
All right, Michael. Anything else you want to drop on us before we force push your ass out of here, as Josh likes to put it?
I think I've taken up enough of y'all's time. I'm gonna go find my brother.
Say hi to him for us.
Say hi to your brother for us. All right. I'm not sure why we're not getting more commitment on this hair thing.
Let's bring in a hair expert, in my opinion.
Yes, Mr.
JD
Sleesman.
Oh,
JD, my brother. My brother.
Ooh, there he is. Did he change the background again a little bit? Did he move stuff around? I think he did.
I turned a quarter, so now I'm at another wall.
Yeah, he's got a swivel chair, Pete. They make those.
Ooh, looks good.
Whoa, love it.
Top.
Are those Force Unleashed? Force Unleashed.
They are.
Right?
Those are that is the entire collection.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
Okay, how much? Can I buy them from you for?
Make it rain, buddy. Make it rain.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh man, no, I love Force Unleashed. I have the boba back there, and of course. Go ahead.
I've got the big one up top, and then I've got the down low. I've got the other one in a case.
Oh wow.
That's a great collection. Force Unleashed is a collection that I would love to own. So congrats to you. But this is not the collector's show. We have some hard-hitting questions for you to answer, JD.
Right.
I don't know.
Pete,
Do you want to talk
Fess
about
up.
the hair, or do you want to talk
Fess
about
up.
the schedule?
First, let's address hair.
All right, let's get to it. Very nice.
Look at Matt's comment.
Everybody's skipping over the best one. Everybody's skipping over the best hair in Star Wars.
Tell me, JD. Tell me.
Chewbacca.
Yeah, well, you're right. Go on.
Hair.
It just got a little. He probably stinks. Can you imagine walking next to him?
Well,
But you know what? There's the two Chewbacca looks. There's the slick back look, and then there's like the split down the middle, kind of like.
That's
Yeah,
the
he's
wind
got like
blown.
the perfect.
you gotta go with
yeah.
the Return of the Jedi look.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. The Return of the Jedi look.
The Return of the Jedi look. Yeah.
Yep.
I like
See,
the Hoth
and
wind
I-
blown snow in the hair look. That's about my favorite, actually.
I brought it up earlier. I have an Alaskan Malamute, so I have a Wookiee. And first of all, one thing I will tell you is they don't smell. They're hypoallergenic, so they don't smell.
We don't know
But
about
that
the Wookiee.
hair
I mean,
takes way more work than mine does, and mine takes a lot of work. So it might be the best hair, but it is not hair that I want to be responsible for, because there is going to be a time when I'm going to want to eat and sleep and stuff, walking carpet.
Yeah, get this one carpet
Just
out of my way.
Just imagine how Han Solo felt in the shower scene in Solo.
Oh
Yes.
my god! I still can't believe we got a shower scene in Solo. I think that's a phrase that I don't like to say too often. So
That
I'm
was more.
honestly
That
going to
was
say we
more.
got it with them rather than Harrison.
That was more their relationship that I think I wanted to see. That was
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but no, there's no yeah, but
just a couple.
I
Yeah.
love the attempt, though.
no,
It's just a couple of buddies getting clean, man. Just leave it at that.
Yep. Scrub a dub dub.
All right, JD, to the lighter topic. How about the roadmap ahead? What do you think? No, you asked a question. Do you think that's legit? You think that's bullshit?
I just well, with the amount of misinformation that goes on these days, it's always good to ask, how legitimate do we think it is? How much faith should we put in what we're seeing? And I mean, I'm excited for Rogue Squadron. I'll say it. I'm really excited to see how that works out, because I've always loved the X-Wings, especially being a person from the OT. I've always loved the X-Wings, so I'm excited to see that. I'm really hoping that they don't just do X-Wings. I hope that's A-Wings, B-Wings, Y-Wings. They throw everything in there. Just a hodgepodge of all fighters, not just the
we
X-Wings.
still don't know what era it's in. Do we? Do we? I don't think we do. Do we?
Rogue
No,
Squadron,
they haven't stated yet what era it's
Yeah.
going to be in.
Can I
First of
tell
all,
you?
I mean,
Can I to your point? I just want to add one thing, because here's the best scene from The Last Jedi for me was Poe Dameron in the very beginning with that cheeky, going at the commander and the phone call and all that stuff. But when he finally hits it, and when he slams his hand against and hits the other direction, that's what I envision Rogue Squadron like. Okay, because all we got was like, fighter going down, and you kind of get just the head movements. But when you see actually like he's fighting physics, he's turning the corner, he's doing things with that ship that it wasn't designed to do.
Right.
That's what I want to see from Rogue Squadron. I thought that was a very good interpretation of like the best fighter pilot in the galaxy at the time, right? Like that was cool. Like he's doing some cool crap. BB-8's hitting the buttons for him, whatever. I'm sorry. That to me, I'm like, if I see a bunch of that, like we almost saw it in the Top Gun Maverick trailers where they're doing this weird camera angles. If I see some of that, I'm in. Like,
Well, and I think nobody would argue that. In fact, I think EA Games was just asking on Twitter, what's the best starfighter scene in all of Star Wars, and is it anything other than Rogue One? I mean, the end of Rogue One is so good, and give me an entire Rogue Squadron movie of that.
Right.
I'm in for that.
And that's something I was going to say is the fighter combat and the everything that we got in Rogue One. If it's going to be like that, or that's a taste of what we're going to get, I think it's going to be a great movie, and if they just expand upon that, and being purely either, space battle or even both, where it's interplanetary and space battle at the same time.
Well, and if you talk about like one of the most successful, flying movies ever, Top Gun, it was a lot about the cockpit.
Yep.
And a lot about the flying. It was probably more about the cockpit, right? Because you're watching them move their heads, you're watching them talk, and then of course they're giving you cut scenes. I mean, that's what you really want. I personally don't want to see a bunch of ships flying at each other. I think we got a bit of that in Tross. You're like, okay, bunch of ships flying at each other. I like the cockpit scenes. I like seeing the pilots like I keep bringing up Top Gun, but when he goes, what the, and they get scared, and that to me brings it like, oh crap, everyone thinks I can fly. Look, I played Rogue Squadron. I think I can fly. I can't. I suck. So when you watch somebody that can, quote unquote, in a movie is acting like they can, and then to see them in distress, that to me makes that personal connection. It's more than the machine. It's the person flying it. So I'm very hopeful for that level. I don't want to just see a bunch of ships flying around like we see in Return of the Jedi or whatever. I want to see some, in cockpit views. I think that's what you were saying too, right?
I need to jump in here.
Okay.
I have to jump in here because I agree with you, but I would say that there's a lot of people when they watch action scenes like this, fighting scenes like this. One of the things that people complain about the most is, I don't know where I am. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's over here and who's where and who's what. I think it's important that we have those moments where you do see the ships just, spiraling toward or whatever. I agree with you. The cockpit is the most important part. We need to see that human interaction of the machine doing its thing. But I do think it's important to give people as much as you can with space, because most people are completely, unaware of how large space is in itself. But just give people a spatial awareness as much as you can with spaceships in space, fighting battles, which so far we don't do yet.
Yeah, not yet. We will. Space Force. But you bring up an interesting point, and I think we've seen versions of fan versions of the Death Star battle from A New Hope, and they're showing 7,800 TIE fighters and 200 X-wings, and that's cool. But to me, it always feels like Independence Day, and I remember vividly sitting and watching Independence Day and going, I don't know what the hell is going on here. There's a lot happening. And so that's one of the great things about A New Hope. And I think that's one of the things that they did really well with Rogue One was, even though there was a billion ships there, you got a sense of what was happening. And I think that's the problem with the Rise of Skywalker battle. I mean, it was a cool little clip to show everybody showing up, which we already saw it in the preview. So it lost quite a bit of its charm, but there was so much happening in that battle. There was too much happening. So Rogue Squadron needs to recapture that sort of personalization of the battle. So I think it's sort of what everybody else is saying. And JD is dying to add to this, and I keep talking. So I'm going to let JD talk. Go ahead, man. What do you got?
I've since I heard about the Rogue Squadron coming out, I've been kind of an advocate of them doing the Battle of Jakku in Rogue Squadron.
Wow. Yes.
And I think it would add, that element of both an intense space battle and interplanetary battle. And then you would get to see that aspect from not only the novels, but also Battlefront 2. And it would all culminate, and you would get to see a lot of that, which I think would be interesting. It would be a mass production, but I think it would be very interesting to see on the big screen.
What if the last shot and the big victory is that Star Destroyer going down? That was sort of the centerpiece of what we saw for Ray. Wouldn't that be cool? That would be a great way to connect the two. I think, that'd be great. All right.
Exactly.
No, I agree. I agree
with that. Go down with her helmet.
So actually, so let me bring this back. If we pull this, all the comments have been said. I think that's the challenge for Patty right here. How do you make the squadron? Let's say it's 5 people or 4. It's gonna be 5, right?
Right.
Isn't Alphabet Squadrons 5 or whatever? So how do you make the squadron interpersonal and the battles huge while still pulling them back into those cockpits? Yeah, it's what it is. It's like we have to go on the big scale and then bring it back to the important scale. It is going to be fast hitting. I guarantee you're going to see some scenes in there that are reminiscent of Top Gun, reminiscent of New Hope for sure. And Pete, you said it right. The beauty of New Hope is they hadn't made a fighter pilot movie yet, like a Top Gun. It was just, and they had to like move their heads when they're getting banged around, and that was it. Now we're talking about major scenes where Tom Cruise is actually in the plane, or whatever is going on. So I think if they could bring it back, use the simplicity of New Hope, tie it in with the complexity that was developed with Top Gun, and then add it to the large scale that was the Rise of Skywalker or even Independence Day, and then bring it back and just keep the viewer connected to the plot without it just being a spray of things, and caring about who's in the cockpit, and caring about and by the way, that also includes the villains. Like, what was the best part of New Hope was seeing those TIE pilots going, with their, like, apparently they use like Atari controls to fly that ship.
They're playing Pong.
It certainly looked like it.
Yeah. Like, you could use all these sticks, but no, we have a round circle, so anyway, which is fantastic. But very, I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful that
New Hopeful.
It's going to be a cool, it's going to be a cool experience. And Patty skating away towards the X-Wing made my heart soar. I was like, wow. And her story about her dad, I mean, I was just like, oh my gosh.
That's what gives me hope that it's going to be a really well put together story. And I think it will be. And look, she did.
I agree.
There's people who love and dislike Wonder Woman, but she managed a really good story there. I mean, she knows how to get good performances from people, and I think that'll be there. JD, go ahead.
Well,
go ahead, Rim. Go ahead.
Nope, go ahead. I was going to go off track. Go ahead.
All I was going to say was that I like both Wonder Woman movies. I thought they were really good, and the fact that she's not only a good director, but she's personally invested in what the story will become and what it will be and how it will turn out. I think it will make her more conscious about the story that she's going to tell, and then making everybody see things from her point of view, and making us be a part of that, be in the cockpit and be a part of that battle and how it affects them and makes it so it affects us. So I think it'll be very personal for her, and I think that's why I think it's really going to be good.
And I would piggyback on that and agree 100%. I think Patty is going to be the thing that makes it work. And I know I can see some comments in the chat about Wonder Woman 84. And, this isn't a Marvel or DC type show, so I won't get into my hot take about why making more than one movie about Superman or Wonder Woman is absolutely ridiculous. Let me just say that once you create a character who's supposed to be infallible, the origin story is the only story you can tell, and after that it gets boring. That's why Batman is better, even though I am a
that was a hot take. I liked it.
That was good. I liked it.
It is a hot take because I know that most people wouldn't agree with me. But as a diehard Superman girl, I'm here to tell you, the minute you tell his origin story, you have to stop, because he is no longer really viable for a story that counts, because he can't be beaten. And if he can, you're making him fallible, which is exactly what Superman cannot be. And Wonder Woman is... I'm sorry, but she's kind of the same situation. There's a reason why you can keep telling Batman stories and never lose people, because he's human. He changes. He's, anyway.
Indiana Jones
long
works.
Story
That's why,
short.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's why Indy works.
I don't think we should take Wonder Woman 84 as an indication of Patty's ability to tell a story or a continuing story, because she's telling a continuing story that shouldn't be a continuing story. That's my take.
JD, you're chomping at the bit. Do you want to say something before I do?
And like the Batman thing, how many times can you still tell an origin story?
Right. Well, that's a good
point. In a different way.
But can I go back? Because Rayven, I want to thank you. That helped me, because my hot take was I did not appreciate Wonder Woman 84. I did appreciate like the movie. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was done right. I thought the villain, and that's Pedro, my guy. I love him so much.
Right.
I thought the villain was weak. I thought that Kristen Wiig was a weird choice in that role. Although she did fine, her acting was great. I mean, all of this is. I guess I'm bringing it down to the screenplay was weird, but you helped me understand that. I really like that, because I'm like, because I look. I'm a person who was like, crap, Patty Jenkins doing Rogue. But then I just go back to her video where she's putting on her which rollerblades are hilarious to me, but putting them on, and I was like, and that spoke to me. Wonder Woman 84 did not speak to me, although she did Wonder Woman. So, you got to put them all together and just go, it's going to be fine, is how I feel. But there was a little fear there because I ended that movie and I watched it with my family. And my family, by the way, consists of 2 daughters and a wife. These are all women watching Wonder Woman. And they were like, it's kind of boring, Dad. And I was like, and my wife loves superhero movies more than Star Wars movies. So I was like, okay,
I cried my eyes out at Wonder Woman. And at Wonder Woman 84, there were a couple of moments that were really beautiful. Like you said, a competently shot movie, acted movie. But did it blow my socks off? No.
No, at the end, I was like, okay, are we done? Is everyone okay?
It didn't do to me what the first one did. Let's just put it that way. And it wasn't because
and maybe I need to go back and watch it. Maybe I need to go back because that's
I saw a comment I do have to flag here. Paul said we need flawed heroes so we can relate to them. And that's absolutely true.
Yep.
No matter how powerful the character, be it in Star Wars, Star Trek, wherever it is, a character's flaws is what makes them. And if they have no flaws, Clark Kent, I'm talking to you, Diana Prince, I'm talking to you, then the only story you can tell is them reaching that plateau. And once they get there, that's where the story stops. And it should stop.
Which is why I think, Last Jedi actually worked, is because we didn't get, if we got Super Luke training Rey into be Super Rey, it'd be dull. So I'm sorry, JD. I feel like you called in, we put you on the screen, and then we ignored you for 20 minutes. So
JD's the host. JD can do whatever the hell he wants. He's the host. He's just taking it all in, ready to drop the hammer.
I was going to piggyback on something you said, Pete. Is that people do so much criticism about The Last Jedi and the Luke that we got, but the reality of it is, in my mind, is that if you were really, no matter how powerful a character you are, if you sensed a loved one that was even more personal than just a student in an academy, and you sensed that person, was going to murder thousands of people, and you had the choice to either take to stop it in your own hands, being, related to that person, or, how it would affect you. To me, it made sense that he, reacted the way he did and then became the person that he did, because he wasn't dealing with just a student or another enemy or an opponent. He was dealing with his own nephew, and he had the choice of either taking his life or wondering if he was actually going to go through with what the visions that he saw. And to me, it's like, okay, that would affect anybody. I don't care how powerful a person you are. That would affect you in who knows what way. So to me, it made sense in The Last Jedi. I know it didn't to a lot of people, but to me, it did.
It did to me too. You're good.
Raven stamp of approval. We need a new drop with Raven approves.
All right. Next week, Raven approved. Yep, we'll get that.
Raven approved. All right, JD, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. I still have lots of Wonder Woman questions I want to ask, but wrong show. But thank you for making those comparisons with us and standing by while we just talked while you sat there. So appreciate it. We're gonna give you. Oh wait. Oh, you already answered the question. It was Chewbacca. All right, we're gonna push you out. I
gotta tell you, these musical cues are nice when they're helped by John Williams, right?
I still have to giggle a little bit because it's like, all we did was ask JD to leave, but we had the duel of the fates to get it done. People are crying during that music, and JD left. That's all that happened. Yeah. All right.
No, but I love the connections to the other movies that these directors, whether it's Ryan or Patty or whoever, have made. I think it's important to look at, and even this past week on Around the Galaxy, we talked a little bit about J.J. Abrams, where his skill set is. He's got a different skill set.
Wait! This just in a shot from the set of Avatar 2.
Oh,
wow! That's looking. It really looks like they're picking up where they left off.
Well, it doesn't matter because as long as their little braids can meet, they can cover that rest of that business.
You remember more about that movie than most people.
Oh my God!
I remember everything I can about Sam Worthington, but that's just
Is
Hang
that
on
who
a
the other
second.
guy was? See, I remember Zoe Saldana, and you remember what's his name?
Sam Worthington.
Is that who it was? That was the dude in the wheelchair?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh,
I
Pete,
didn't know.
you're just not an Avatar fan like me. Who? Sam Worthington. Writing that down.
I
all right.
simply remember Sam Worthington and everything he ever did that I saw.
Take it easy, Rayven.
Hey,
This
I'm
isn't
an
the
older
Sam.
gal. I can do what I want.
All right, hold on. I hate to break up the mirth here, but I think we have our first father-son combo coming into the room.
We do.
Yeah, it's amazing. Here it is. Nick and Gallinorian Saber are in the house.
So good to see you.
Fantastic to see you guys. How are you doing? How's the bloodline?
Why is he up past his bedtime?
I said he could.
We're gonna put you guys top billing here. Welcome. I'm gonna check myself out so you could be bigger screen, but yeah. Go ahead, Saber. What do you got there, son?
I tell you, I'm discovering so much family on this show that I never even imagined.
Well, your tree looks like a telephone pole, doesn't it? Oh man! How's it going?
Record show. I'm pouring a beer while this is happening, so that
Nick, welcome, Nick. We're gonna give you. You were in the room first, but I just thought it would be fun since
it's okay.
I don't know the difference between Arkansas and wherever the hell you were at, but
I feel like Nick is giving us a slightly different view of his room. It's like he's moved the camera a little bit.
Oh, and by the way, Nick put this comment up earlier. Me too, brother.
Yeah,
me too.
Good stuff. Also, and for those keeping score
empty.
at home, I noticed
if you need to go,
Josh is alternating between the whiskey and the beer. It seems like
it's called Chaser. It's called whiskey. It's called Chaser. It's called whiskey. That's what.
I'm not hating. I'm observing the skills.
Beer's gone. Back to the whiskey.
I'm hating.
Professional.
Quiet.
Now hold on, Rayven. Hold on before you judge, and I know you're not. Rayven, would you please show us your setup? What's your drink setup?
Well, this is my brandy.
Yeah, this is my gun.
Everybody like it.
Amaretto.
Yeah. All right. And what else? Okay. And what else?
This is my Coke.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, all right.
She chases brandy with amaretto, and
feel free to rewind the tape and see how many times I've drank out of the can, which is.
That's fantastic.
All right, Mr. Milky, thank you so much for joining us in your beautiful set with your, I don't know, whatever you're drinking. Does that do?
This is my Around the Galaxy
yes.
special whiskey bottle.
Our special edition. Yeah,
I don't know if you know this. Everybody who's a guest on Around the Galaxy gets one of those. So the week before I was on, Pete sent me a package and it had my bottle of whiskey in it. Everybody else got theirs, right? Josh, you got one when you were on way back in the day. Is it?
Rayven, you got yours?
Not supposed to talk about that?
I got it.
Nick, this was supposed to be between us. We were supposed to.
I think I got a picture of Pete on a postcard.
An autographed picture of Pete.
Yours was just a postcard. Mine was a whole poster with explicit instructions about how to frame it.
Explicit and where to place it in your home.
Right. And I had to explain to my wife why it had to be put on the ceiling of her bed.
Your wife is happy about it.
She won't admit it. This is probably right.
Button.
Oh
my goodness.
What does your son think about this? What do you think? Is this all right or?
Oh, you guys do what you want.
That's my kind of guy right there.
Oh man, I love it. Yes, sir.
I believe they call that "do what you like" syndrome.
You guys can do what you want. All right. What, Nick, other than, I don't know, infidelity, what else do you have to offer here?
Hairstyles.
Thank you, Rayven.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing us back. Thank you.
Hairstyles.
Is that what you're going for? Hairstyles? Hard hitter. Nice.
The movie
I asked the
schedule.
tough questions.
And Rayven asks, so we answer. We do what Rayven says.
That's right.
True.
Poe Dameron has good hair.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm going to say Poe's got good hair.
But Poe Dameron has good everything. Let's just go ahead and say that across the board.
True.
This is why we brought Rayven into the show.
I apologize for interrupting. Go on.
No. Yeah, I think if we're going for good Star Wars hair, Andy's not wrong. This is weird. Poe's my vote for best Star Wars hair. Chewbacca's obvious, for all the whatever. But if we get outside of, a walking bag of hair, then my vote is for Poe Dameron.
Okay.
Yeah.
There he is. He just looks great.
There you go.
That's Chewie and Poe. So it's like best hair.
Yeah.
Good hair.
It's a hair off.
It's a hair off.
Oh wait, is that the name of the show when it was Pete, JD, and Josh?
No.
What did Milky just say? The son of a bitch. What'd you say? Say it to my face.
I will. You want me to get closer to the microphone?
I'll get closer.
I said a hair off. That's the name of the show when it's Josh, Pete, and JD.
Yeah, Pete flexing at the top. Oh yeah, not so good up there, buddy. No worries,
but more than Josh.
No worries, Pete. No worries.
It's on its way out. It's on its way out. So
don't worry, boys. I'm holding down the fort.
Looks like the frickin' landing strip Patty skated down.
My hair or
Whoa!
Milky, I don't know why I got Milky. I didn't mean to put you. Sorry about that.
This almost like a record to show. I didn't start that last one.
Yes, you did. All right.
I feel like I'm having my own show that I'm getting all my own jokes happening over.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, Nick. Yes, let's talk about the roadmap ahead as you continue to drink furiously.
Thank you.
Tell us what you think. What you think's going on here? What do you like?
I mean, Star Wars, any of it is great. I think I'm really excited for Indiana Jones, and it seems like the other second easy answer. It will not be Avatar. I have never seen an Avatar. I have no plans to see an Avatar.
But what if Avatar?
God damn. That doesn't improve its chances.
That's from Matthew Harrington. Thank you so much.
That doesn't improve its chances. For me, it's Indy because, and I think, over the last week on Twitter, everybody had the different, the 4 movies that impacted your childhood meme, and we all put up pictures of movies. One was Star Wars, one was Indiana Jones, I think one was Ghostbusters, and one was Back to the Future, whatever the other one was. I don't remember. But for me, it's Indy because we've gotten a bunch of Star Wars, and we're still getting Star Wars, and we haven't had. I mean, we had Crystal Skull. It's fine. I don't care. But we haven't had Indy in a while. We know where Harrison is. We don't know how much more Indy we're likely to get.
Yep.
And honestly, to bring it back to what you were saying before I got on talking about heroes, Indiana Jones and Han Solo are the two sides of that same coin.
Yeah.
They're the relatable hero. They're awesome. They do cool shit. But then halfway through, they're like, I don't know. I'm just winging it. They're an everyman.
Are we going to see Indy die in this last movie? Like we saw Han
I don't
Solo?
want to talk about that. I don't want to talk
we
about
can't.
that.
Yeah.
Right.
Hold on. We've already had to watch Han Solo die. We can't.
Yeah.
Here's my issue.
That's why I asked the question. Will they do that too? Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
Here's my issue. They tried to hand off Indiana Jones to Shia LaBeouf, or however the hell you say that, in the Crystal Skull. That movie was awful, but it really was. It was just awful. And it was too bad. It was too bad that it was. And if maybe they'd held off to making it until now, it would just be semi-awful. But so do you think they're going to do the handoff here? Do you think that's what we're trying to do? Are we trying to put a bookmark in Indiana Jones? I don't know. Do you want a handoff? Does anyone want a handoff?
I don't want a handoff. I don't need the further adventures of the new Indiana Jones.
Montana's best.
He doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to be James Bond. He doesn't have to be Doctor Who. Like, we don't have to have the next iteration of Indiana Jones. We don't need that. Like,
Exactly.
let's have.
I know you're looking forward to that movie, but man, I'm worried about it. Only because Harrison he's not young, and
Correct.
And to do it,
But-
I mean,
I got to be honest. I think Harrison made up half the lines in his Star Wars. Like, they were like, "Okay, here are your lines, Mr. Ford." And he's like, "I'll make the lines up as I see them."
Are you gonna tell him he's doing it wrong?
Exactly. He's like, "I drive a B-51 Mustang."
The issue with the Indy situation is very simply this: you cannot top The Last Crusade. Period. End of discussion. You can't. Every Indiana Jones movie you make is going to be trying to be as good or better than The Last Crusade. And you're simply not going to accomplish that. The Last Crusade, for whatever reason, is such a fantastic Indiana Jones movie. And it's the embodiment of why Indy lives in the time that he lives in, because he's a product of the time he comes from. Even the character of Indiana Jones in today's world doesn't exist. Archaeologists, the way that he exists, don't exist. And while everybody likes to think that it's completely, like movie, but it's like, no, literally, back then, archaeologists were kind of like that. And as somebody who has studied anthropology for 2 decades, that's literally how they did it back then. And you can't.
And some of us went to college thinking we were going to be archaeologists. Like, I grew up thinking that was a career path that I was going to go for.
Like,
and
literally.
and it changed. And honestly, with my girls, last weekend we watched Jurassic Park because they had seen it a long time ago. And Jurassic Park was what, 93, 4?
Yeah, it was a long
like
time
Jurassic
ago.
Park. The science in Jurassic Park hasn't aged super great, and like the paleontologist stuff has not aged super great. Like,
right?
It's. I think that's an amazing point. Yes,
Nick,
sir.
tell everyone what really happened. You failed whip cracking. That's what happened.
Well, I hit
whip
myself in the face
cracking
and I got
101. You failed, and yeah.
I got a scar, so I had to grow a beard to cover it up.
Or you
was how
lost your
whip
hat
cracking went.
behind a large stone door. That's just not good. All right, you're out. You're out. You're not gonna be a.
I'm done.
Sorry. Wait. What's
What about Seth?
Oh, wait.
This might be for a different.
Oh, look at that.
Is that whip cracking 101? What the hell
This
going
is
on
what
here?
you get if you're a real archegologist student. You get signed things from Dr. Hawass from Egypt, and you have a whole shelf full of Egypt books. Because you think you're going to be Indiana Jones when you grow up. I didn't fail whip cracking.
This is a whole nother.
Yeah, I'm still feeling like
I want to hear all about this.
I kind of feel like I want to have an episode about Last Crusade versus the original Indiana Jones, because I don't want to go here now.
Yeah, I'm so in. Sign me up, please.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail it.
That's
all right. We have to throw Saber in. He's
going to get that.
Obviously deferring to his elder.
Watching Dad drink. He's a lot like my son.
Actually, there's a lot of dads drinking here right now. So go ahead, Saber, before we beat you.
No.
What question are we going at here?
Whichever one you want, man.
The important
what the hell's going on? Hurry up,
This is that point in the evening. Where the parents have all started to nod off on the couch and the kids are in charge. So
hey, the stream starts at 9, but the show starts at 10.
We got the roadmap ahead. Actually, we got the roadmap ahead. How do you feel about that? I know you've got good insight, Saber, so I want to hear it for real.
Well, I'm very, very excited about the future of Star Wars. As you know, I think the Book of Boba Fett is the top one that I'm looking for. But obviously, Rogue Squadron with the area that it could explore would be fantastic. The Skywalker saga focused mainly on Jedi and a lot of the workings of the Jedi, and it'll be good to see something apart from that, to focus in on all of the ships. Because if you look throughout the legends, of all the books that have been written, there is a lot of wealth of knowledge on, starships and fighters, and that you could look at and that you could pull in and make for great story. You might see like a live action TIE Defender or interdictor cruisers that like show up in Rebels.
You can see some cool ships.
There's a lot of cool things that we could look at. And so there's a there's a lot of different directions that they could go, and so I'm pretty excited about it.
It sounds like you're excited about Starship. So, he locked up. Oh, and there he is. So tell me, are you excited for Rogue Squadron?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's I read the series, Rogue Squadron and Gray Squadron, that was written by Michael Stackpole, and those are fantastic books. And so that was definitely proof that you can tell a fantastic story, with fighter pilots and with ships. And I know, I think we already talked about how we don't know at what point in the Star Wars timeline this takes place, but there's a number of good things that you can do with it, and tell some captivating stories.
Cool, that's a good take. All right. Oh wait, I forgot to ask. I'm going to bring you back up. Let's talk about hair.
Galanorian has the most hair of anybody other.
Yeah, he sure does.
On the show.
I was say, I feel like he's showing off with the hair that's hanging out the front of his hat.
Yeah, he's just like, I got so much hair, I have to lock it up in this hat.
As far as hair goes, we talked about the obvious answers. There's Padme and all of her handmaidens, Sabe and Irte, that act as body doubles, and so they can be thrown in there as well. And I also, as far as on the other side, Cobb Vanth has pretty good hair from the Mandalorian. So he could be thrown in there.
I'm going with Cobb Vanth. I like that. I like that.
Every time he shows up on screen, everyone goes, all the ladies and some dudes are like, he does have perfect hair, bastard.
Yeah.
Anyway, probably like just flare yours up a little bit in the front there, Saber. You'll be fine.
He's about 34 years too young.
Here's what I like. Pete, here's what I like. That was the stupidest question we've ever asked, and we've only been on 4 shows now.
Right. So
the stupidest. So yeah, we're just stupid. So the stupidest question we've ever asked is stumping these Star Wars nerds. They're stumped. They're just like, I have never thought about hair. What are you now? I have to go back and read everything again. Like, what the hell is like Saber's in a loop right now. Nobody. They're just like, wait, what? No, there's facts and then there's hair. So I just think I think we're on to something here. We're going to talk shoes next week. So get ready.
Okay, the best there is Luke and his boots. That's it.
Yeah, we're putting boots on, and I know Raven's got a thing for Luke's boots, so we're gonna.
We got the hair stump. All right. Thank you so much. Either of you two fine gentlemen, you brothers and fathers, what do you guys got for us? Nick, we're gonna push your ass out first.
Well, as you should.
Age before beauty. What do you got for us?
Here, Josh? For you,
I was noticing that.
There it is. It's creepy skull frame
of Monday night on the hologram.
I'm zooming in. Hold on.
Hang on. Here we go.
Oh my God, he's awful.
And Andy was in the chat earlier. Bobblehead. It's a bobblehead. Let's not do it that way. Here we go.
Disgusting. Now, you guys can't see this. Yeah, there it is.
The weird brains. There it is. The weird top brains.
Now I will say
fantastic.
This on screen. It looks amazing. Great. Hang on. It looks amazing. Oh, there we go. Give me some
credit. Get the light off. It's got kind of a weird amber orange color to the bottom of it.
Weird shape.
But this is what you show up for. This and the bobblehead. That's it.
Angly Spring. Oh, that's gorgeous, Nick. Thank you so much.
Hey, I'm here for you, my friend. That's right.
It's creepy as hell. You even have a little stand for it, which may or may not be.
It's actually a roll of sticker mule nonsense, because every time I get an email where they're selling something for $9, I feel like I need to buy it. And
I do too.
Podcast for the Wheels. I'll buy them all.
Pete's going to find out he's got a box on the way that's got Podcast for the Wheels packing tape on it.
Oh no! Oh,
that's funny.
Sorry.
So that's amazing.
All right, thanks, Nick. We're going to force push you out of here. You've been a trooper. We'll see you later.
Love you guys.
Love you too. All right, Saber, you're in the hot seat. Pete and I are clicking the same buttons.
Well, I will say, one more thing about the
hair.
Well,
sorry, the Indiana.
Not hair.
Gotcha.
But
Go ahead.
About Indiana Jones and kind of its relationship. Like looking at the continuation of the story, and especially when you compare it, to Star Wars. I don't think every franchise can be treated like Star Wars in the way that it can.
Oh no, you had a great point.
Throughout the series, and I'm perfectly satisfied with giving a character a happy ever after. I don't think we have to keep going until we see their demise. And so, I think that for what it is, I think it's good to appreciate what it is, and you don't have to keep expanding it until you've lost the original essence of it. And so.
Saber, that is a fantastic point. So you're saying that we get to see the final iteration of Indiana Jones with Harrison Ford and just be okay with it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
What the hell are we going to yell about?
He doesn't have to die. He doesn't have to be like. Yeah, I love that idea.
Don't ruin my childhood.
I would love it if they would do that. I would love it if they would do that, but they're not going to. They're going to say, we need to close the book or close the chapter or closure. All these empty words that people use, like that's the way the world works. It's like, what? Closure doesn't always happen, dude.
Here's what I'm worried about, though, is because he is aged. What can he do? I mean, I'd like to be able to say, sort of like the Lando Chronicles. Like, I would love to see Billy D. Williams, now that we have an established young Lando, I would love to see that Lando show be Billy D saying, and then there was the time we went to wherever. Yeah. And then
I'd watch that. If Billy was sitting in a high back chair drinking a freaking, what did he used to push?
Colt 45.
Colt 45.
But they set it up so well in Solo with him doing his little story.
If he was just like, I remember the time, and then boom, we go into the childish Gambino. I can't remember Glover. He goes into Glover. Oh, Glover.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. But for Indy, like, this is the challenge. I mean, what are they going to do with it? I love Harrison Ford, and I thought he was what made him great in The Force Awakens was he was kind of beginning to be crotchety old Harrison when it was like, that wasn't my fault. He was like kind of.
I think that was Ford all the way. I don't think he ever read a line. I think he just walked in and said, this is what I think should have happened because this was a bullshit show anyway.
The problem with Indiana Jones is that they've already introduced us to the perfect young Indiana Jones. And unfortunately, he is no longer with us.
River.
That's a simple fact. I mean, come on. Anybody who saw that bit at the beginning of Last Crusade, never mind the fact that Last Crusade is a phenomenal movie.
Do you like the Last Crusade?
Embodied Harrison Ford. Yes, I do like the Last Crusade.
What people can't see on the screen is the dancing that everybody does when that happens. Everybody on the screen is like, dun, 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 dun. Okay.
I like how we've just kept poor Saber up in main screen the whole time while we just have a conversation. And he's just look at him. We're trying to get followers. We're trying to get viewers right now. So we're keeping
the young the next generation, the Jar Jar gen.
Bigger. Oh, I can. I'll just do this. All right, continue, Rayven. I'm sorry.
I can't. I'm done.
All right, Saber. We'll get you out of here so that Rayven can finish about her Last Crusade.
I'm done. I promise.
You've been. We love you. We love you. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for hanging out again, buddy. It's always great to see you.
We'll force push you and the Miami Dolphins, the hat I think that started with their franchise, out of here. Way to go. I just wait till he disappears and I click it so he goes back and then I click it so he's gone. That's what happens, Pete. That's behind the scenes. That's behind the scenes. You guys
you guys get a little inside look.
Hey, you want to come back behind the camera? Yeah. All right. This is just bullshit at this point. We have a few more.
Like I said before, the stream starts at 9, but the show starts at 10.
It's just the alcohol starts at 10. You ass. All right, let's bring this.
Oh,
he's not even there.
Uh-oh.
No, he He is there. I just saw him move.
He doesn't even know.
It's just a pixel transformation. Oh, Jackson.
Oh, hello there.
How many mounting positions do you have for this camera? Or is your drywall just hammered at this point?
A gentleman never tells.
I love the voice. He sounds like a stormtrooper.
Am I a little distorted?
It's perfect though. Don't change it. Don't change it.
Don't change it at all.
There he is. Blast him.
Oh, he's the only guy. He's the only guy with more computer equipment than I've ever seen in a shot. That still sounds like he's talking on a ham radio at this point.
Oh my God! Really? Oh,
Do you want to bet? I want to put some money down. None of that stuff works. It's just there for.
It's just backlit thread.
Right.
He went to Michael's and made it happen.
Yeah, I've got 4 monitors on my desk. So
wait,
guys,
I'm getting a request from the chat.
Yeah.
Move along.
Yeah, you're
Move along.
There it is.
Dude, I do have to say, and Nick said this as well. That trench run graphic on that one monitor, that's amazing. That's
amazing.
I realized I was running all my HAL 9000 stuff, and I said, "Well, that's not the show we're doing."
Right. No, the 2001 show is with Scotty J. Rowe, and that'll be in a couple weeks. Yeah, he's a big.
No, this is The Last Crusade. No,
it is The Last Crusade. Now, does he have a cross on that little blue? I'm pointing at the screen like people can see it. What is the blue screen? The blue screen.
Wait, the blue screen?
That's
this one?
That's the man.
I can't see it. Can you see it? I can't see it. How can you see it? Are you in his room, Pete?
If he turns the camera, you're going to see me. You're like, Pete.
Now, I don't have the Holy Grail, but I do have the Shankara stones.
Okay.
Hold on. You have the room right now. Do this.
All right,
Here we go. Do it. Here we go.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
I don't know what's happening. Yeah, you did a great job.
What is he drinking? What's that bottle? All I could focus on was the bottle. What do you?
This is 14-year-old Glenlivet.
Oh, congratulations, fine sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And by the way,
if I drink the 12, I can't afford those 2 years.
That's okay. If I may, I appreciate Rayven's devotion to Egyptology and Egyptian archaeology. I myself am a devotee of Heinrich Schlesmann.
Easy now.
And his work on Mycenae.
Yes.
The proto-Minoans.
Wow. Can you imagine how boring this first date would be? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, God, we'd have so much fun. Me and Jack would have so much fun.
Yeah. No. It would be bad.
All right, Jackson, to the topic at hand. Let's talk about hair.
Okay.
Which hair? I know you're going to have an answer.
Oh, so we're jumping right into the serious stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go to hair.
All right. Well, I got to say, as a fellow Italian, I always appreciate Casio tags. Mama cut his hair before he went to work.
Sure. Look, I have a screenshot for us.
I'm looking for one.
Yeah, I just don't.
Oh,
yeah. Not you, Jackson. You're fine.
You don't know that look. You don't know that look. That is a classic mom look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Bring it up.
Your hair's too long. Your hair's too long.
Oh, Thank you. Got it.
What?
Yeah.
You got it?
Look, I pull my card. I didn't know that was. All right. So pull my card. Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep. Dumb and Dumber, baby.
Now, my favorite shot of him is actually in Thumb Wars when he gets taken out for doing the thing he does. Have you guys? No one's seen Thumb Wars?
Oh no!
Oh, I'll pull your damn cards. All right, right now in the chat, everyone go watch Thumb Wars.
No, you're supposed to keep watching this show first, and then
leave now. Leave now and go watch Thumb. No, go away.
Josh,
no.
Somebody hit the button.
Somebody hit the button.
I don't even know where. There it is. That's it. Not Thumbtanic, Thumb Wars. Not well, you can buy the double feature. If you want to watch Thumb Wars and a James Cameron piece like Avatar 2, woo, Thumb Wars.
I can't wait for it. Thumbatar. Thumbatar is going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's no moon.
A thumb double feature.
Have you not seen it? Okay, that's homework for everyone in the chat. Homework for everyone in the chat. Go watch Thumb Wars. It's who's the guy who's a Saul in
Steve Odenberg.
Odenberg's.
Jackson, do you have a second bottle for this show?
No, I don't.
There it is, right there.
We're not watching it.
It's available apparently on Amazon Prime, which is
you will not be disappointed with Thumb Wars. Let me tell you.
I will go check it out. I have Amazon Prime. I'm good.
Wait, a thumb double feature? Is it going to be too long for me?
It probably will.
Okay.
All right, Jackson. You didn't answer the question. Let's talk about best hair. You know,
it's $99 on DVD.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
I gotta sell my copy.
No kidding, dude. Look at this. 90, but VHS is only $18.98, and you get it in Prime. You get it in 2 days.
Why is it $99? Okay,
well, that's because no one has a VHS player except me.
Check it out. I'm gonna send around my copy to everyone here and in the chat. We're just gonna start a little mail group where I mail my Thumb Wars DVD to you. You watch it, report on it, then mail it to the next viewer.
Right. And if you want it back from me, I'll have the link to
now
eBay.
That's a good idea.
In the
You asshole. No, that's a good idea. We're gonna do a watch along.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
So we're gonna do a Thumb Wars watch along. Join our Patreon at Beyond the Blast Doors.
That's good.
See, that's the way to do
We're doing a watch
That's
along. I'm doing it. I'm all in for it. Cannon Junkie, our own Jerry, hits it on the head. Thank you, sir. He's here.
I wasn't even ready.
Put the goddamn hat on.
Here's what I love about Jerry. Wait a second. I have to say this.
We were talking about Star Wars hair, man. Okay.
I am a huge Zach Galifianakis fan, which is why we invited Jerry to be part of the Beyond the Blast Doors network, because I think he might be Zach Galifianakis in real life. I'm not sure.
That's the only reason.
It's you and I between two ferns.
Get off my set.
Look, Jerry, we love you, buddy. Hey, good job last night on the Beyond the Blast Doors network with Bombay.
Hey, there were Skittles in there.
All right, Jerry, I think you have a take on hair.
Sorry, what are we saying?
Do you have a take on hair, or do you have a take on the road ahead?
I have so much of it. I don't know what to do with.
But I am amazed that you
my
shaved
take on
your
it.
beard
Oh, wow.
like a month ago for an episode of Bombad, and it's back like it never went anywhere. It's impressive.
It was like a month and a week. Okay, a month and a week. All right. No.
So who has the best hair in Star Wars? Jerry the Quarantine Junkie.
This is my favorite. Jerry's internet is my absolute favorite.
Wait, it's gonna be good, guys. Wait for it. Hit the button.
Jackson, you son of a bitch! What are you doing? Engineering.
Hit the button.
Am I still frozen?
No, you're thawed. You're thawed, baby. Hot take. Do it.
Oh, can you see me?
God. Now we can see
I'm
you.
Thawed. Okay. Hot take. I've been working on my. You listen. Okay, kids. Earmuffs, kids. I've been working on fucking internet the whole night before I even got on here.
How do you work on the internet?
I'm not even lying.
All right, here we go.
Drills and multi-tools. I've got tools in my pocket still. I'm trying to move the modem down to this room. And the night.
Oh, I see.
Hey, Jackson, can you help me with that? Any thoughts on the best way to?
Yeah, can I make a suggestion? I personally would not drill directly into the modem, but that's just me.
That's a good. I'm gonna take that one to heart because that's actually what this is. Like, a little bit. But see this right here. Had I been getting on an airplane, I mean, I would be in jail with some maggots tonight. So, there you go.
All right, before your internet fully goes down, best hair in Star Wars. It went down again. Look.
Best hair in Star Wars.
Oh, there it is. No,
There
it
it
is.
Best hair in Star Wars.
Hands down.
Can we? Hands down. Lady Proxima.
Does she have hair?
Gross. You're
No.
gross.
Tiny little.
No.
I can't say me. So
Actually, I have a serious suggestion on that one.
Finally.
I know.
On the hair,
I'm gonna withdraw Cassio tag and submit Asajj Ventress.
Ooh, very nice. No hair at all.
More
Well,
lack of hair.
Now,
Except for
in
that
Dark
is
Disciple,
a
she
joke
did
my
have
dad
hair.
would make.
No, she did have hair in Dark Disciple, and it was kind of like short, kind of like a crop. But yeah, she pulls off the bald head though. Come on.
she really does. She rocks it hard.
Does.
She's like
Yeah.
She's
Vita
one of my
in
favorite characters
the
that
motion
we've never
picture.
seen on screen.
She does.
All right, good job,
G.I.
Jackson.
Jane look.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice take. Hey, can you find
Well, even
any
the-
other
the, like,
characters with
the-
no hair, you ass? Or here's, I'm just kidding.
Hold on.
Vader.
I really like Jabba's hair in that scene that Scotty really
Oh,
hates.
see, this is all
there,
just
like, just
getting
the
into
way,
a
like,
ploy
the-
here.
No, but you know what? I'm
He
looking
has
here.
a real,
at
he has a
Ventress
real.
hair.
Listen. He has a real Michael Chiklis look to him in that scene. So, like very un-Michael Chiklis.
Look, I'm starting to get.
Yes, look at that.
Oh,
Yes.
she does have a crop. Now I get it. You said
Yeah.
crop.
How
I thought
is
you were
that
just.
Michael Chiklis though?
No.
That's Jackson's take.
Okay.
Michael Chiklis.
That's Jackson's. No. I'm not that.
I don't know how Ventress. Okay, sorry.
That's
Go ahead.
Michael Chiklis is a wonderful actor whose head looks like a nutsack. So,
Well, no, I know who Michael
Oh my
Chiklis
God.
is. I mean,
Wow, Jerry. Wow.
Look, you never know when it's.
Sorry, I didn't know. I forgot you guys were. I forgot you two.
Time.
He's a Patreon.
Yeah, see, like we couldn't have it lock up when he said nutsack, but we have it lock up during this.
I know. He's a supporter. He's a Patreon supporter.
Michael Chiklis is a Patreon supporter.
He's mean too.
He's very mean.
He's tough.
Josh, you ever
Jerry, he's coming after you.
Wonder why we do
like a
this
walking
show?
human
every
nutsack.
day. Every Friday I do. I could be hanging out with my wife and friends. I put them off. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, here we are.
Oh wait, here's
Yeah, here we
Jackson. Oh, I meant to hit the other button.
oh, see how you are.
They're together, just like us.
Kalima.
Where's Andy when you need him to say this is weird?
I can't believe Andy's not in
He's
the
already said that a few times on the chat.
He was
right.
in the chat.
Can I?
He was in the chat. He
Let's take
said,
control, Josh. Take control.
Live watch along. He said, I'd wear a BT.
Actually, I might make
watch.
myself big. I don't know what that does. How do you feel about this? This is authority. This is me. Big.
Wow.
Good night, everybody.
Look at Jerry. He can't even say good night. Look, Jerry. Jerry, we love you. I'm so sorry about your internet. Keep your drills going, and let's get
Our very own Max Headroom.
He's the best.
I'll keep drilling. I'll keep drilling. I'm trying to low enough. I'm trying to drill low enough to hit the actual, free flowing Wi-Fi. So we'll see if we can get there.
Thank you, Jerry. Jerry, before you go, any take on the road ahead? What do you care about? Anything?
I hope the Wi-Fi is better. I hope the Wi-Fi is better.
Yeah, the road ahead for 2021 and 22 for Jerry is just come on,
Slightly better Wi-Fi.
come on, Netgear.
Slightly better Wi-Fi.
router.
Seriously, my bar after 2020 is not high. It's just come on, like
Josh, did you
that's
say
all I'm
Netgear?
saying.
Yeah,
Netgear? Is
Yeah.
that what you said? Oh, nice.
I was just trying to upgrade him there a little bit.
You- when you run out of those free discs,
AOL.
I just picked up an AOL. AOL from underneath an aisle in Walmart the other day, so I'm going to try that next.
One of those
Jerry,
ones with 40 free hours of online access.
Jerry,
I can explain that joke in the chat to the 20-year-olds.
Do it.
Hey,
Right?
Hey, I've got.
That's looking good.
I've got my thing here.
Good. I can't wait to see the picture.
You don't want to spoil it. It's got legs.
For another show, Jerry. We're trying to save it for another show.
Is that the vintage collection?
Yeah, it's looking good.
Yes, it is. I'm trying to see how long Josh will keep me on the screen.
Yeah, you're trying hard. We're gonna force push you out of here, but you're not gonna know it because your internet won't tell you for 5 more minutes.
All right.
And 3, 2.
I love you, Jerry.
Love you, Jerry.
Joining us. Jerry's the best. At this point, I think that his internet's a gimmick. I think he's
totally a bit.
I think he's got a button where he's talking. He's like, here's my point, and it's a very important one. You guys want to listen?
It's got to be a foot pedal.
And he clicks it.
Yeah. Hits the button, and you never hear the point. He's poor guy. Look, he's even.
Yeah, that's what he's been working on, Pete. Yeah, it takes a lot of programming to do that kind of stuff.
Sure, it's not easy to.
He's still on
have bad internet on
gray
demand.
Screen down there because he's lost internet connection again.
Bring it back up. Bring it back up.
I'll try it. Yeah.
The spinning wheel of death, baby.
I love Jerry.
I do too. He needs a platform that allows him to talk without interrupting him.
No
You know
doubt.
what? When he does the talk show, he needs to literally dial in like it's an AM radio show.
Oh, no, kind of like Jackson. I get it. Yeah.
Ouch. Hey, when I see him at Celebration, I'm gonna get him a T-shirt that's just basically the spinning wheel.
You should actually get him a T-shirt that has a Wi-Fi extender strapped to the front of it.
Yeah. Small favors, baby.
So good.
Small favors.
So good. So good. All right, Jackson, do you have anything else to add?
No,
tonight.
Well, to the timeline of releases, I
know you're going to have a deep take because you're picking up haircuts from places we don't remember, and that's great. Or names I don't remember.
Can you say have you seen the new VT15?
I'm sorry, what?
You say have you seen the new VT15?
VT15.
Did you get him, Pete? Nice work.
What is that?
Nice work.
You did. You got
nice
him.
work.
You got him.
Wait, what is it? VT15.
Never mind, Jackson. You're fired.
Oh my god.
You're fired. Boo.
Anyway, how we doing?
We're doing good. Better since we got rid of that guy. Jesus. Hey, speaking of bad internet connections, we have one more guy who wants to join us.
Let's bring Jackson back in. He's feeling
bad. Hey, there he is.
Should we? We'll do it then.
No, you can put me back. You can put me back.
No,
there he is. Hey, we didn't even give him a chance to jump in.
I don't even give a shit. You're in, Paul. Welcome.
Welcome, Paul.
It's friggin' we're an hour and 40 in. Everything happens now. Hey, Paul. Man, Paul.
Hey, look, his internet's working really well. He's got a nice camera going.
His camera looks good.
Like this is great.
He's got a mortar trooper, which he displayed proudly on Twitter this week. It's
saw that.
Gorgeous. Can you grab it? Now, grab it.
Look at that.
Hold on, Keep your headphones out. I don't care. It's my show now. Grab that thing. Sorry, it's so beautiful.
Grabbing stuff. We'll wait.
Look at that beauty.
Yes,
Look at that
baby.
beauty.
Wow.
Look at that beauty.
Yeah.
Oh!
It's all backwards on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. So, Paul, give us a quick download on that. You created that this week or over the last month or so?
It was like 2 days ago or something over here.
No problem.
Yeah.
No big thing. Love it.
Yeah. I appreciate that. First of all, this isn't a collectibles show, though. I thought we were talking about haircuts.
Yeah, well, let's
No. This is just a talking night. Collectible shows on Monday.
I want to hear your hair take, Paul. Give it to me.
So I don't know if Andy's still in the chat earlier, but I got chastised by Mr. Lemire Tacoma Compton. I threw something. Yeah, there he is. See, he know. I threw
everyone. He loves everyone here preemptively.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Wait, let me go ahead and get ahead of this in case Taylor knows how to drive to Washington State or something. Anyway, I know where you live. I'm just kidding. I don't. I'm just a joke. I threw out one of Jabba's dancers. I forgot her name already because I've been drinking along with you guys. And she's got the really big red hair, and she showed up at the end of Boba Fett book of thing. You guys know what I'm talking about here.
Yes.
Yeah. With the big red hair.
Name.
That's my pick.
Right, I'm going
That's
to
my
find
girl
her.
right
You
there.
guys keep talking. I'm going to find out who that is.
All right, type in Jabba's dancers, and she's the one with the big red hair. She shows up real fast.
Yeah, like the blue skin with a blue sort of like dot.
Yeah,
like a mohawk.
Yeah. She's not even a mohawk. It looks like somebody put like kerosene on her head and then hit it with a match, and it's just.
And she looks a little bit
I've seen that
surprised
happen,
by her
baby.
hair.
It's much worse than you think.
That's her. That's my girl.
There she
That's
is.
her.
Ristal Sant is her name,
Ristal
of course.
Sant,
Who
thank
didn't
you.
know that?
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
Come
look,
on.
Princess Ewok in the chat. Holy shit.
Did he nail it? Did he nail it?
What?
He freaking
Oh my
nailed it.
god!
I love that man. That is fantastic.
Right. I should have just asked Brandon to begin with because I couldn't remember.
Right.
That is amazing.
Right.
Wow.
Of course. He's awesome. Hey, and also I owe
Battery's
Jackson.
faster on Google than you are, Pete.
I'm 50. I have an extra couple seconds built in.
I was actually going to say before Brandon
over
just
there.
slammed you. I was going
He's
to say,
got
like,
that.
Pete,
He's
nice.
got that tattooed on the back of his hand, though. So come on, Josh.
Shut up, Jackson. Are you still down there? I didn't even know he was in the room. I gotta be honest. Is he
Not
still
a
in
hand.
the room?
Crystal Sant.
Wait a minute. Jackson's in here? Where?
I
don't
am.
see him.
Hello.
Yeah, where? I see his empty room.
I'm right here. You gotta get really close
He's
to
down
the
in
screen.
engineering. He's down in engineering where he belongs.
He's so far away that the signal is obviously garbled because
You know what I love about Ristal Sant
Move
is
along.
the fact that they paint her dots on her bra strap as well at the same time. They're just like,
that actually is a good take. Pete, I have to be honest. The pauses in that description made me think you should pull up. But you finished.
Too late.
You finished it, and I was like, "Oh, that's actually a good take." But you're like,
Yeah. That's PG-13. We're okay with that. Okay.
"Can I do an immediate impersonation?" You know what I like is those dots. They're painted red on the.
I like me some dots, too, bro. Them dots very sexy, ain't they? Yeah, I like them dots. Yeah.
Wait, was that Norm Macdonald you were just doing, Josh?
you know what I like? I like them dots. I like them dots.
Them dots are showing good.
Yeah, you know who likes those dots? O.J. Simpson.
Oh,
Because I always used to make the O.J. Simpson joke.
right.
I know.
Jackson, your camera is not far enough away. All right,
Oh
Paul,
my
you're
God.
back in the seat. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm going to put you back. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave for a minute.
Okay, I don't know what I did to Josh, but I apologize. Couple
Best
of
hair
things.
in Star Wars.
Yeah,
No, we already got the Ristal Sant. What are you thinking on the? I don't know. What else? What else you want to do? You want to chat on
you guys
the?
wanted to talk about the timeline movies and
Right.
stuff. If you'll recall.
That's it.
I got you. Don't worry about it. It's your show, but I got
Glad you're paying attention.
Do you know why? Because I'm dreading you asking me this question. Because my favorite entertainment from Star Wars is yes, I like that. You know, because I watch your guys' show and you got like Brandon and you've got Sleesman, and then you bring Rayven on here and just completely raise the bar with the intelligence.
Totally
and
change. It
backstory
makes it
knowledge.
almost feel like a professional show. You know,
Right.
by
And then
having
I don't
those-
fit in anymore. So
I'm embarrassed to be here because I'm so inadequate. I feel the
Right.
same way.
Well,
So
yeah.
I just come in at the end. Yeah, I just come in at the end.
Oh
when
yeah, Paul
everybody's been
waits to
drinking and
become
having-
he's our anchor of the show at the end. He's like I'm going to let everybody just, if people are still watching at this point, they deserve it. And here comes Paul.
There you go. That's it. I'm that guy. I'm the happy with everything guy. I'm like that I like Turtles kid from the news thing from years ago. I like Star Wars. You know, I just come on to let you guys know that you're all smarter and more intelligent than I ever will be. And so that's why I'm here. I'm the comic relief.
I don't know.
at the end.
I don't know about that. It's we have quite a bit of
I don't know
talent.
about that, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I took over top billing. So sorry, Paul.
What
the hell? Look, I just took a leak. I'm back, and I'm coming back with a vengeance.
How did you do that
Who
fast?
do you think you are?
Wow,
Look,
yeah.
I have no idea. I just hit add to stream, and boom, suck it.
Add to stream. I see what you did there because he went to the bathroom. Had to stream. That was
I
funny.
get it. At this point, we should just do a Zoom call.
Yeah, right. The amazing thing is there's still 16 people hanging out. Like, this is going to get better. I know.
Can we bring them all in? How many people can we get in the room?
I sent out a little note here. Look, if you're here, join us. We can have
come in. I want to see how many people we can get in the room here. I think it's 10.
Pete got kind of
Josh, we can't take that. We can't take that kind of
engineering. Get it done.
Okay. Raven's got a point. Pete got a little threatening earlier. He's like, "This is your last chance. If you want to get in here."
Yeah, I did. I put something in there. Raven, get in, and Paul jumped all over it.
It's the dad talk.
I was actually in the middle of jumping.
Nobody's taking the challenge.
All right, JD's in. JD's in. Good. Keep on coming.
I feel you, dog. I feel you.
We haven't seen Apprentice in person tonight, so he should.
It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly here. How do we get? Hold on. I'll stay at foremost. Look. I'm the principal right now. I'm like, all right, get in. File in.
I'm the captain now.
File in.
Oh, you think so, dude?
Come on, Brandon.
File in. All right, nobody's coming. All right.
Don't be afraid, Brandon. I won't hurt you.
Let's wrap this up. This up as we have people join the room. All right.
Oh, Raven's got something.
Raven, wrap it up for us, please. I was going to make something up, but if you have something, go ahead.
Please.
I have nothing to say except the fact that I've been lying this entire live stream.
Okay.
Because the best hair in Star Wars unequivocally belongs to Ben Solo.
Because oh my goodness, it's good looking. I got the vapors over here, girl.
Are you a girl who grew up on? I'm a girl who grew up on Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds and Kyle MacLachlan and Dune. Man, bring me the Ben Solo hair. I am there for it.
Is it because it covers up his ears?
I'm sorry. I don't really care as long as it covers up my fingers. I'm good to go. Bring it this way, Adam.
Oh, this show got dirty.
Dial-up junkies in. Dial-up junkies in. I'm sorry. This is too good. Dial-up junkies here.
What's up?
Yeah, of course he locks up.
Leave him.
Walking up my stairs.
I washed my hands of this.
Oh my god.
Sorry, engineering.
It's not Jackson's fault. I gotta get some bottle of vodka here.
Junkie on the move.
We just don't know. We don't know
For him if you got him.
Oh, hold on.
I'm the BTBD man on the street.
Okay. Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
I'm the Billy Eichner.
Yeah, but your internet's not on the street. That's the problem.
That's the thing. That is the problem.
Internet is below the street.
Hey,
cheers. Cheers.
Gilster's in the house. Hey. Say hi to Gilster. Gilster, you got top billing. Say hi to everyone. Hey, Gilster. Hey, Gilster.
Guys, I'm as cool as Jerry. I'm as cool as Jerry, too.
Oh, Jackson.
I'm as cool as Jerry. I'm as cool as Jerry. Oh, Jerry Monday. Look out.
Hey, you guys, look. Jackson's actually a really good-looking guy. That's the closest we've ever seen his face. He's actually pretty attractive.
Don't spread that lie. Don't spread that lie.
Outside of a satellite image, I have not seen Jackson.
You guys remember when BTBD was taken off of YouTube? That was a good night. Remember that?
Pete. I don't know what to do here, brother.
I think we could get everybody to say, "May the force be with you" at the same time, and we'll shut this shit right down.
You better
shut the shit down. Hey, I'm picking up my DoorDash right now. Okay, come on.
Josh, what do you say?
Yeah, I say. No, what time is it? Look, here's the deal. I'm on the West Coast, so it's only 8 o'clock. But I do realize that it could be 9, 10, or 11 o'clock, or even, I don't know, 5 a.m. So depending on where you're at. So I get it, guys. You guys are partying. It's so much fun. My watch. Here, check this out. My watch said that I just finished a workout.
Good job, valedictorian for school.
That's not true. Oh, it was like, oh, you put up with Jerry's internet. Oh, I did. Then end that and send it to my friends. Jerry, I love you. Gilster, I love you. JD, I love you. Nick, I love
Why did you hesitate when you said it to me?
I can't see all of you. My hand actually got over your face, and then I couldn't remember. Jackson, I love you. I already to Pete, you're great. Raven, beautiful. Is there anyone else? Is there anyone else? No, good. So let's start kicking these bastards out of here one at a time so we can close the show up. Paul, I love you. Bye. Force push. Bam. Don't hit Dan. God dang it. All right. Yeah, do that. JD, you're so patient and beautiful. Bye. Quick drop. All right. Nick, keep drinking, bro. Love you. Love you, Tat.
A little more shaky cam there, Jackson. A little more shaky cam.
A little more shaky. All right, hold on. Yeah,
Jackson's
starting to look like Blair Witch Project. People, you can't remove yourself. All right.
I'm so scared. When no one labels your personal food items.
There he is. Blast him.
You know what? At this point, I gotta move. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Still there.
All right, let's get Galanorian just removed himself. All right,
I don't know.
Smart move.
All right, Gilster. Bye, Gilster. Thank you so much. Sorry you had to see this.
Bye, Gilster. Hi. Sorry, everybody. I suck.
Bye, Jerry. And then finally, let's say goodbye to Ahsoka. And
Ahsoka.
Who knew that playing saber battles with your kids could, or what's it called? Saber Clash? I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
Hi, Jackson.
Well, at one point we had control of the show, and as we got to the end here, we lost all control. I do hope people want to join us again next week because I plan to be here.
You know what? Let's not be assholes about this. Let's bring this in for a landing.
All right.
Here's the deal. We have
if you don't show up, you're lame.
No, we have some amazing people that join us every week.
Every week, man.
And I got to be honest, I give two shits if anyone else ever joins us again. So if you thought this was fun, great. If you didn't, other words. So no, this is a good time. And I thought, look, it was slow Star Wars week. What better than Friday night? Everyone was drinking.
Everyone's having fun.
That's what happens. You start out very prim and proper. You're like, "Oh, welcome here. Would you like some hors d'oeuvres?" Yeah, absolutely. And at the end, you're like, "Yeah,
we had a good.
I'm walking around my house with the camera in my face." Yeah. It's fine.
I'm in it.
Good.
I'm in it.
We had Jerry show up with antique Wi-Fi connection. That's always
14.4 connection. Yeah. What I was going to ask you, what is going on your thing there? What's happening there?
Oh, I take every opportunity to put on my best.
Okay, at first, Josh, you have the food. Don't. You have the Voodoo Squadron patches. Can you mail her one, please?
Absolutely.
Yes, you need one. You're not gonna put it on.
I don't have any room for any more patches, man. My patches are full.
Nah, you got plenty of room. You're fine.
I ran out of room after the Dominic Pace one. I put that one in the middle, and I'm like, okay, no more patches.
The Squadron one is much cooler than a Dominic. I love Dominic. I mean, he's been.
I'll put it on a hat. I promise. I'll put one on a hat. If I get another patch, I'll put it on a hat.
Whatever.
How about put it on a fanny pack? That would be more appropriate. Because if you've ever seen Voodoo Squadron fly together, it's fanny pack level.
It's fanny pack material.
That's fair, darling. But even as uncool as I ever get, a fanny pack is like even.
They're coming back, Rayven. They're coming back.
Yeah, so are bell bottoms. You ain't gonna see me doing that either. So
I think bell bottoms is a possibility.
You guys, this was a lot of fun.
This was fun, guys. This was
time to say goodnight. It was fun in the sense that look, on an off Star Wars week, we can kind of get together. We got a little rambunctious, a little crazy, but look, we wouldn't be doing shit otherwise. So it's COVID, so it was fun. Next week we'll be far more organized and have harder hitting questions. You can guarantee that.
I mean, we'll be looking at boots next week.
I think our questions were hard hitting.
I do too. Hair stumped these nerds. Hair stumped, and they're like, I've never looked at hair. You have.
It totally did.
You have.
They all had opinions on it. They all had opinions.
You brushed your hair like Han Solo when you had it. I get it. Oh, am I talking about me? No. Nope.
Well, we will see you next week for Force Center.
Force Connect, you ass.
Force Center. No, I'm going to be on Force Center. Screw you guys. I'm leaving.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Beyond the Blast Doors Force Connect. To keep up with this show and all the shows on the Beyond the Blast Doors network, please visit www.beyondtheblastdoors.com. Follow us on Twitter at BTBDNet. Please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/beyondtheblastdoors. For as little as $5 a month, you will support this and all the shows on the Beyond the Blast Doors network. Make sure to check out beyondtheblastdoors.com and click on our merch link for all of the latest and exclusive merchandise from Beyond the Blast Doors. Use promo code ForceConnect for 10% off your order. So until next time, may the Force be with you. Roger, Roger.